Hello everyone, my name is John Mackey, and welcome to episode 365. I would like to tell you, I'd like to pitch my idea of a Costco-like chain, but it is smaller and worse, because you have to unload everything for yourself, which I guess is actually, when you think about it, basically just Costco. Yeah. So hello, welcome to episode 365 of World of Horror. If you stay around to the very end, there will be a special surprise. Wrong way. There we go. It's getting real. Now, I think seeds basically do nothing. I genuinely don't know. We're gonna play Miku because Miku is fun, and we'll do a little Hunted by the Cult. I'm a little worried here, cause like, okay, listen to this, right? Why is it on gaming, dude? I switched it to quiet. Get it out of here. Like, it should not be on auto mode. Like, I don't understand it, because I click quiet, and then it has these ranges. So it's like the fan will go up to this range at this internal temperature, and the fan will do this and that. But it actually just switches to gaming, which I don't like that. Like, I don't want to listen to the fan all the time. So anyways, Hunted by the Cult Miku. We're going. We're on timeline B, right? Did it switch again? Don't tell me it switched to... It did! It switched to gaming, dude! What the heck? Like, I don't get it. Like, it just... Let me close it. Let me open it again. We're on quiet. I'm closing it. I had it open that time. But it's not on auto mode. It's not on auto mode, but it's going back up to gaming. What? I don't get it. Okay, hold on. We're gonna turn customize on. And then there it's gonna go up crazy. And then we're gonna go to 25. Yeah. So we've manually set the fan speed. I've never had to do this. I apologize. But, you know, now I hear the fan constantly, instead of just going on its dynamic quiet mode, where it would go, like, back and forth between being quiet, or it would go back and forth between being quiet and silent. But now, it's just gonna always be quiet, because I had to manually set it, which is really annoying, and I don't get why it does that. Especially because the laptop is on lower battery than normal, so it by rights, so second enemy and second mystery, that's what we have to care about. So by rights, it should literally just kind of be vibing, because I mean, when the laptop, you know, you use the power, it slows itself down, right? So I don't understand why it's trying to speed itself back up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Especially because I'm on lower resolution settings, because that makes recording easier. Because, you know, you can't record at, like, anything higher than 1920 by 1080, or else OBS will be a little bit weird. OBS will be a little bit strange, a little bit weird. We don't have the Witch's Tree yet, I believe. Is that correct? I'll take, we do not have the Witch's Tree for 500 Alex, because I don't believe we've got it yet. Because we need 30 achievements, right? So we'll start out with either Freaky Feature or Botany, I think. We do need to get Ending C one of these days, which is a little bit of a bummer. We'll do Freaky Feature first, because I think that ultimately it's probably... Yeah, we don't have it yet. I really think that not having it is a pretty big deal, because the only way of getting money is just relying on the Jar of Blood Man, which isn't that big of a deal when you're on True Believer, because I can't believe we made that. That's very lucky. It's not really a big deal when you're on True Believer, because when you get 2 funds, you can buy a weapon. But with this, it's not. It's completely the other way. We would have gotten stamina from the first aid kit, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? 3, no, don't do that. We could do this. Yeah, sure. -1 reason. That's fine. They don't believe you. 13 stamina, 8 reason, Miku's stat line, no weapon, sketchy as hell. You're not gonna get me to say that that's not sketchy as hell. That is what we call sketchy as hell. We want to get out of this mystery as soon as possible. I mean, listen, if we get the flashlight, it's legendary. If we get hasty aid, who cares? I mean, that is something that's gonna follow us potentially for the rest of the game, but, like, you know, the first mystery with Miku is always just kind of a disaster, so you just click the button and hope you live. Multiply Wound's pretty fantastic. That's pretty much like, we should have taken the Doom there for sure, because we could have actually chose, so we'll take the cassettes and run, just for the sole purpose of we can, get the ending and then not really pay attention to it. So I think, do I want to go for the Ritual Dagger? Because I feel like we have to go to the police station for funds, right? So I'm not going to go to the illegal den. But we need 3 funds. How are we going to get 3 funds? Well, we can go to the police station twice, and then we can take the fund there, but I don't want to do that. I want to go to the police station once. Like, it really just is inconvenient. So I think, actually, against my better judgment, we're going to get the dog away and go for the occult store, because I feel like the small candle or the ritual dagger could be very helpful. Alternatively, what we could have done, and I think this is we could have just gone for the scalpel, and we still might, honestly. I feel like that, I mean, we'll do botany now, because, I mean, we might as well, right? But it really is just inconvenient, because, like, we need those 2 funds. Like we do. It's just, we're not getting them. Which is a bummer. It's bad. Now, thankfully, okay, so this is the first enemy, and it is Ritsuko-chan, so we should actually be able to do something here. We should be able to actually get a dub, and I'm starting to think that probably one of the reasons why, when we first started playing Miku, it was so hard, was because we didn't have everything unlocked, and we didn't have the sort of, like, weapon sauce, you know? We didn't have the strategy where it's like, we go from, you know, we immediately start the game by buying a weapon or having a weapon. And, you know, Miku has a terrible early game with her with her stat checks, and so you don't want her to have a terrible early game with her combat either, so it's very important to get a weapon early. And when you don't have the Witch's Tree, and when you're not using the Witch's Tree, it can get very inconvenient. So hold on, we can only do 6 damage this turn, so we should brace for impact, and then we should kick here, which we can guarantee that this hits. So we only take 1 stamina damage, and then hopefully, if we're lucky, it's 90% chances, we should be perfectly fine. It's alright, you don't have to say anything. The game's said enough. So we can level up, which is nice, but we still, like, this is the problem, is it's gonna make us go to the forest soon, and I don't want to do that. And here's the thing, with Ritsuko-chan, we didn't even have to do Multiply Wound, right? Like, Multiply Wound is good for all enemies, and it's good for, I think Pickpocket is actually, oh wait, no, Pickpocket isn't looting, Pickpocket is trash. I was like, oh, thank God we've got looting, it's all good, but no, pickpocketing is, yeah. You know, one thing that I always thought was a little bit weird, and I'm remembering just because I'm thinking of pickpocketing, is there's a skill in the Xbox 360 JRPG Blue Dragon. You can spec into the Thief class, or Zola's the Thief by default, and you can steal from enemies, and the best item in the game is stolen from the final boss on the final fight. And I don't think you can swap gear mid-combat, so I'm just thinking to myself, why though? Like, is there a New Game Plus? But then again, the game is like 3 discs, so who the hell would, like, immediately go into New Game Plus? Like, you get, or I know the final boss has multiple phases, but I'm pretty sure that's the last phase. So it's like, you get the strongest item in the game, and then what do you do with it? You know, I just, that's a certified, mystery classic. You know, you just don't know. Because, I mean, you're already beating the boss, right? Like, I don't get that. It would be, this is a throwback, alright? This is a certified throwback. What am I doing here, by the way? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know, dude. If you want to get a certified throwback here, it's like if in you're gonna know it if you know Dark Souls, but you're not gonna understand it unless you're privy to it already. But it's like, if you're privy to the meme or the joke, but it's like, imagine if when you're fighting Gwyn, right? Like, after you kill Gwyn on the floor, what he drops is the rusted iron ring. If you know, you know. If you don't, good. It's probably for the best. So this is gonna be a controversial one for sure. But I'm hoping that we'll live. I think that the early game has just been so horrendously bad that it's like, yeah, we need to take the risk. I mean, we're gonna die. We're not gonna die, apparently. So now I actually have to try to win, but there is no try with early game Miku with no weapon. It is, you're at the mercy of the game. So Dream Eater is the second enemy, right? So let me see for a moment. I don't think we can survive. So here's the thing. She goes down to 13. What can we desperation? No, not happening. Let's get the heck out of here. Cheese it. It's the fuzz. Should we have sacrificed 2 reason for 2 stamina? I don't know. With this hindsight, I was correct, and if you did, you were wrong. Tap into his power. I can't believe the one time I was like, oh yeah, because it'll. Oh, it doesn't even give us the spell on this screen, dude. That's not fair, bro. If it gave us the spell when we did the stat check, we would have lived. Right? Like, here's the thing. I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, that's the Doom one. If we press the other button, we're gonna take stamina damage and keel over and die. Because our threat level was raised, so we're doomed. So, you know, I gotta input a special seed, of course, to bless the run. But, I mean, seriously, it's like, that's so unfortunate, because it's like, oh, yeah, you know, we've got the +1 from the whatchamacallit. We have 6 knowledge, but knowing my luck, the game will count it as 5 knowledge anyways, because it usually does. And so, you know, not sponsored, by the way. If you know, you know. But it's like, knowing my luck, the game will count it as 5 knowledge, because it does that sometimes. And then it's like, you know, I'm not gonna worry about it. But even then, if we succeed the stat check, it will give us a spell that we can forget. And so I was thinking to myself, we'll live. But it gives you the spell after you click resolve, which, to quote a certain man who went to the Game Awards, this is bullshit. He's my hero. I love him. So library notes this time. Are you ready to? Are you ready to roll? Or are you ready to roll the dice? Well, we can kill a god if we'd like. We'll do that. We won't do this. We definitely won't do that. You're like, Web, you might not get a weapon immediately. What are you doing? We're gonna be fine. Or are we? This is where the X-File theme would start playing. And I don't really know why. It just seemed thematically appropriate. But, you know, I've still been watching a lot of those stupid paranormal alien shows. And they're all great. They're all wonderful. I love them. So we'll do it the... You want to get a free weapon? I think I want to get a free weapon. Because, I mean, we're not going to get the... like, here's the thing. If we get the Jar of Blood here, then we can just buy the compass. So, you know, that would be cool, right? But this is a free weapon. This is a guaranteed weapon, so I'm okay with this. It's a terrible weapon. It's an awful weapon. But would I like to kick the whole ridden thing to death? No, not really. I would rather... Well, I'm going to run away if it's the whole ridden thing, but, you know... I like that. That's very nice. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna touch that for 5 seconds, and by that I mean we're not gonna touch the beating heart supper with a 10-foot pole. No, thank you. You know, this is another opportunity. This is a certified weapon opportunity. Certified weapon opportunity. You know, sometimes you don't roll a 1. and that's fair enough. But sometimes you do roll a 1, and you're happy. But, you know, okay, so this is the first enemy. I'm not really feeling it, Chief, to be honest with you. You know, we got 8, we got 8 damage in our back pocket. I think that's pretty bad. I don't really like that. This is the first enemy, so we need to remember the second enemy because I didn't check the lighthouse. So I mean, Hawado and Miyako? Hawado and Miyako. How do you say Miyako? Is it like Miyako? Somebody walked me through it a while ago. I just don't remember. Which, you know, that's my fault, not theirs. So let's see what we got here. The thing that I'm worried about... I mean, we take 2 reason, who cares, right? Like literally nobody. However, like, I don't lose a wink of sleep, right? Like, I sleep, like, how do you sleep at night knowing that Hawado and Miyako got one over on you? It, you know, that doesn't really matter. But, open the envelope, multiply wound, cauterize, both high tier together. You know, you can't abuse cauterize in the way that you can flesh regrowth and memory extract, but hey, it's a free cast of multiply wound. I'm not gonna say no. Now, I don't know the exact, like, damage thresholds. I'm pretty sure this would take her down to 9, though, if I had to guess. But she's already gonna be taking us down to, you know, obviously you want to kill her in 1 turn, because that's pretty nasty. But here's the thing, if she's gonna hit us once, right, we're gonna go down to 6-8. So what if we went down to 6-8, right, and then we tried to dab on her here. So we could do a 90-90, right? Yeah. Oh, we could just do 190. You love to see it? You love to see it. All right. It just works. And we can keep the cauterize spell for a rainy day, in case we need it in an emergency. But we'll go up to 7-11 here. Not sponsored. We did get an empty bottle in our adventures, so that is a certified disappointing moment, for sure. However, we technically could get 3 funds right now if we wanted to go to, like, the dog store and get a compass. But where would we go? Freaky Feature or Bulletin for sure. Let's see. I mean, it's a bit tough, honestly. It really is, because it's like, Bulletin is probably the longest mystery in the game. If I just had to, it feels like the longest for sure. So I feel like Bulletin is probably like a good thing to do, but I want to get Freaky Feature out of the way just in case. But Coma would also be nice because we can get the Dust of Seeing. We'll do Freaky Feature first. We'll do Freaky Feature. So it's Freaky Feature and Hawado and Miyako. Miyako. Whatever. You know, I don't know why, but their names always, like, get me. Like, I don't know how to say their names properly. Like, my brain breaks a little bit. It's just, it trips a wire. But, yeah, so Hawado and Freaky Feature are the second. We'll go into Bulletin, Coma, and then Cape. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. That sounds like a decent run, but not having the Witch's Tree hurts. It really does. And I think that's probably something that I've underestimated, because we played without the Monument for so long, and I feel like that both the Monument and the Witch's Tree give you a lot of stability, and they give you a lot of stability, and they give you a lot of safety in your runs that you wouldn't otherwise get. They're basically sort of like a, hey, you got bad RNG, right? So here, have like have a freebie, have one on the house, right? But it's not free in that way, because you still have to balance it with everything else. And I feel that makes the game really interesting. But when it's just like this, you know, you really do feel like, you know, personally, I'll describe how I'm feeling right now. I feel like a primate. I click button and hope for good outcome. Because, I mean, I'd rather get cursed than die, you know? So it's like, what are you gonna do? I mean, that's literally what it feels like, because there's nothing that you're not playing around anything right now, you know what I mean? It's just like, haha, button go click. That's twice in a row, by the way. That's pretty nice. It's a luck check. We're gonna take Doomed already. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made the last time. Now the question is, do we take Stamina or do we take Reason? Now we do have Doomed already, so you might say take Stamina, but remember, we've got Cauterize, so we're gonna take Reason, patch ourselves up, and just shimmy along. We have 4 Charisma, you know. Actually, we could have traded 2 Stamina for 1 Reason, which is a pretty decent trade, but like, oh god. Please, I beg you, okay? Please, oh god, okay, this isn't good. This is the exact opposite of good. I don't even think we can fight this, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, we could Cauterize, it would do 6 damage, she goes down to 13. We go up to, because I'm pretty sure Multiply Wound at this health does do 6 damage. Or maybe that's 3 going down to 1, oh jeez. But it's 55, dude, so the most that we could do is 12. Right, so we'd somehow have to get... No, man, we'd somehow have to get 3 Stamina, oh, that's rough. Maybe we should have taken that trade back then. It would have really helped us out. I mean, listen, I gotta do you like that, and I can't even do anything fun, like, oh, sacrifice Stamina or Reason for one another. It's just, yeah, I don't really... Playing it like this, where there's not really anything that you can do besides click button, it makes me think that, oh god, the Witch's Tree and the Monument are so good, because they add so many dynamics to the game that you don't get otherwise. Because, I mean, everything else is just like, who cares, right? But, maybe, I think that's harsh, but, you know, you play it, and, you know, this is my fault, not the game's fault, but, you know, you play something. Can I just please, for the love of God, get a single fund, I beg you? Don't overwork yourself, by the way. You know, you gotta take it easy, because everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey. Yeah, sure. We failed the stat check, so it healed us immediately. That's how powerful Doomed already is. It's beautiful. And that's the thing that I like about roguelites, is that you see sort of your actions have consequences that, like, benefit you in such a meaningful way, because being at 4 Reason right now would be terrifying, but being at 5 Reason, that's perfectly okay. I mean, speaking of being at 4 Reason, so we finally got money. We finally have funds, things that we can use to purchase other things. So we'll sell the library notes, we will sell the empty bottle, and I think what I want to do is go to, because I want to get some sort of, I just knocked off a flippin', there's a drawer here, and it has the handle. It's been, I need to glue the handle back on, because I just bumped into the handle, and it's been like this since before I got here, but you bump into the handle falls off. So, you know, I'll just Kobe this handle onto that over there, and then I'll glue it in the morning, because I am going to go to bed after this episode. Well, obviously, I need to go to bed after I do the little special thing at the end there. But, yeah, anyways. So, I think what we'll do is we'll head on down to the office of the Dukta variety. We'll head into the pharmacy and see what we can pick up here. I mean, I like that. I like that a lot. We go ahead and do that. Get Cauterize being casted. Now, third mystery... 52% Doom. It's winnable, for sure. I don't want to forget Multiply Wound, but we'll probably have to. Well, actually, it depends. It's a certified depends moment. Okay, so... It's a certified depends moment, but multiply wound might save our life. Hunted by the cult is not doing us any favors, though, because that is pretty nasty. So I'm fine with that, a 1-for-1 trade. We're almost there, we've almost done it. We have the forest note in our inventory. This is frightening. This is what we call a I am scared moment, a certified, please somebody help, because I am afraid of Lump Man. So we can do 8 damage, he goes down to 12, we can kill him next turn. Although, you know, that leaves us in a rather precarious position. I don't know if you noticed. So we'll do... Oh, man, we can't even heal? Actually, hold on, we can. So we will sacrifice 2 reason to regain 1 stamina. We will then murder him. And he dropped the police revolver, which is, I think this is only like the 3rd time we've ever seen this in the game, by the way. I would like to rest at my apartment to not die, and to also make myself stronger, because that's how Miku works. The stake, that gives you a curse, right? I feel like the wine bottle is just too strong, because it's just such a more valuable item. Because, like, the steak, you eat the steak, it's like, what, 3 stamina for a curse? The wine bottle is, I mean, look at this. It's +3 reason, and then you have a bottle that you can sell. It's really strong. It's really high tier. Take your phone off the modem, by the way. And when the voice asks you for your 16 digits on your credit card and the 3 wacky numbers on the back, make sure not to forget the expiration date. So we'll definitely take adrenaline. Yeah, we'll definitely take adrenaline just because. So we go up to 80. Do we want to get perception up there? Do we want to get charisma up there just in case? Sure. I haven't looked at the lighthouse yet. So it's knowledge, dexterity, so we're already good on that. We'll get to 80 for sure. There is no charisma, so that was a waste. Well, it's not a waste if it helps us with a stat check. So it's second mystery, freaky feature, found footage. Second enemy is on there, but the 6th symbol means nothing because it doesn't happen. The 6th symbol is winning the game. So, or the 6th room in the lighthouse is winning the game. The 6th symbol means nothing. So now it's time for Coma, with 68% Doom. I am a little bit thinking like, you know, Akamanto could help out, but I think it's just getting to Akamanto. I think it's a little bit sketchy. Do you want to do this? Sure, let's have fun. That's fantastic. That's great. That's probably one of the best things that you could have. That's literally probably one of the best things you could have given me. That is probably that is legitimately one of the best items that I probably could have gotten here. It's an illicit item. You wouldn't know where to find a buyer for it. Of course. So against my better judgment, I will sell the bottle. If we get jar of sludge. If we get bottle of sludge situation, I'm gonna be sad. But you know, you can't really do anything about being welcomed to the rice fields, except maybe have a little bit of fun. This is a perception check. This is a dex check. We run. We fail. We heal because it's not the first time you failed at something. So, you know, it doesn't do... It gives you some odd comfort. This is it. This is the charisma check that we've all been waiting for. Thank you, Dice Roll. Thank you, Dice. Very cool. You know, playing World of Horror, it really does scare me because I'm trying to get back into Warhammer. I've got my Grey Knights ordered because I'm working on a Grey Knights army. I'm working on a Grey Knights army. I already have a Chaos army. I already have a Tyranid army. And so I'm just thinking to myself, we need to check his wounds for clues because I would like to heal my stamina when we level up. But, you know, I'm just looking at it and like, I'm very unlucky with dice rolls. I don't want to deal... Oh, no. So I think we have to fight, admittedly, or else we die. Or else we keel over and die. And by that I mean the world keels over and dies. And by that I mean the world gets devoured by an eldritch deity trying to basically just having a just breakfast, really. Athiola eats planets for their freaking, like, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But anyways, this is, I mean, yeah, it is technically 24. If we use the Dust of Seeing, here's the funny bit. Here's the haha funny meme bit. If we use Dust of Seeing, we go up to 95% hit chance. That's not a guarantee to win. So here's the thing. We could multiply... If we multiply Wound, does that take him down to... I don't know what this takes her down to. If it took her down to 18, like if it did 6 damage like I think it does, right? She'd go down to 18. And then what we could do is we could do this and then that, which is not good enough at all. So we brace for impact, and then we just pray, I guess, that we don't die. Yeah, that's cool. I'm fine with that. I mean, would you rather spend 3 Doom resting at your home, or would you rather spend 5% Doom running for your life, right? Like, if we had the small candle, we'd run, but we don't, so haha, funny meme. We will probably, I mean, thank God for the painkillers, right? Like, that's so, okay, so here's the thing. We can get Tireless here super easy. It's just this one last check here, which will make an excuse, and then we're good. As long as we don't accidentally click use the Dust of Seeing. We will, you know, that's a little sketchy, but we'd get Tireless, so it's fine. We go up to Fetid Fume. 75% Doom is scary, but because we're gonna have to rest, but we're fighting Akamanto. Oh, wait a minute, Akamanto slot. See, that's right, so there's no reason for that. Haha. I've realized, I've figured it out. There is no meme die. We will take Art Knowledge because we're going to the school a bunch, although looting also does work, right? Because that's another school event where you can loot. So it is actually kind of 50-50. Do we want stamina or do we want reason? We want stamina, so we're gonna go with Art Knowledge because the Art Knowledge check is minus stamina. The looting check is either reason or doom. I can never remember which one. So because we're gonna rest immediately, we're gonna go, this is a controversial pick right here. The scholars will be debating this one until the end of time, for certainly. If we win this is gonna be probably one of the harder runs. Because we don't have Akamanto to fall back on, I'm a little scared, actually. And a little scared is an understatement. Oh god, we got Fetid Fumes. Oh god, we got Fetid Fumes. We could die here. Multiply Wound wouldn't even be able to save us, but there's nothing we could really do about it, unfortunately. Smash and grab. I don't want to take 3 stamina damage for something we don't need, but at the same time, it's like, I'm calling the police. Listen, I put points into Charisma. I would appreciate if 1 Charisma check passed. That would be nice. Hello, Ritsuko-chan, and hopefully immediately goodbye. This certified Dust of Seeing moment for sure, but we really can't, like, here, hello, fan picking up, it's on gaming right now for some reason. Like, I do not get it. I don't get it, because it doesn't really tell. It immediately went on gaming again. It immediately went on gaming again. It turned off my setting for the fan. It turned on gaming, and now it's not turning gaming off. That's absolutely incredible. Is this what they call the Deep Azure AI learning system? It's like this guy's not letting me, like, use the fans, so we gotta circumvent it? Oh, that's annoying. How far are we on this episode, by the way? Oof. Alright, we should probably wrap this up soon, because it is gonna take a long time to upload. So, I mean, we literally have to do this. There is no other situation where we don't do this. And then we just hope. And listen, it's on, I set it to quiet, so there's not really anything that I can do about it. If you can hear the fans, because apparently my choices don't matter. It's one of those things. It's the illusion of choice in software design. Good God. Oh, oh, come on, man. Come on. That's not even... That's just dirty, dude. So we can do 24 damage, so we have to multiply wound here, because we need to get him gone. And then we just hope that this works. Like, that's it. We just hope it works. This is 3, 4, 5. We're good. Has to hit. We're good. Okay. And then we just have to get lucky, I think. Yeah, I think we just have to get lucky, honestly. You know, it's one of those things where, thank God for that. I mean, we can die here. There's nothing that... I can't do anything. Like, I mean, I could go to the ye old hospital. We're gonna take a nap here. Certified nap moment. I mean, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go to the pharmacy, and we're gonna get a sewing kit. Sure, why not? And then we're gonna go to the witch's tree 3 times for stamina. Yeah, no, there's not really anything I can do, because Akamanto's gonna do God knows what. And so it's like... Yeah, we tried, and it was a good attempt, but unfortunately, if we die on Akamanto, we get a special ending, right? So, yeah, there's literally no reason. There's literally no way we can... We're getting the Akamanto at least. I want to get the ending. I want to get the Akamanto ending. Let's go. Let's be a court jester or something. No! You coward! Akamanto killed me, but he didn't, so we don't even get the special ending. Oh my god. Alright, so anyways, thank you all so much for watching. My name's Webweaver, and I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but enjoy it regardless. When we get to, I don't know, 3,365 subscribers, we'll do more of it. Why not? Have a good one. Bye. Stay safe out there. Yo, man, I know you see me here. This is my space, man. What you need to do is put your little hybrid in reverse and go out the way you came. What? Yo, it's about to get real in the Whole Foods parking lot.